Hello and welcome to Comics with Jose. My name is Jose. I love comics and I want to share them with you. Follow me on Twitter at artofjvelez or on Instagram at jvelez622 where I share some doodles that I work on and a little comic book story that I'm currently working on as well, free of charge. I do this for fun and I just enjoy talking and sharing comic books. Like, follow, and subscribe if you like the channel. We're going to go over comic book stories that I have. I own a lot of comic books over the years. We're going to use digital, however, because it's easier to share on digital on your computer screen or phone. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me here today as we talk my favorite subject, comic books. In this case, it is a manga, but those nothing but Japanese comic books. This is my current favorite one. My all-time favorite is Akira, which I have, well, depending on when you hear it, I may have all of them, or if you're a recent listener, I have volume 1 available, and I hope to have all 6 volumes. But right now we're here for the One Punch Man, written by one and art by Yusuke Murata, and I hope I'm not butchering it. So this is absolutely one of the. This speaks to me. It is so fun to go through it. So here we go. So we always get our cast of characters. Now, in this one, we're only going to get 4 chapters. However, chapter 1 is really long. And the bonus manga is also long. So, these books are based on how, how long are the chapters. So some books may contain more chapters than others. So. Alright, so right now we start with Genos reading the rankings, and Saitama was at the very end, and now he is toward the top of the C class. So here you can see A, C, etc., etc. I think it's A, B, C, and then S. But I could be wrong. So, and, he thinks it's because he's been a little bit active. And Genos tells him that, he's also gone up to 17, but in popularity, he's the 6th, which Saitama's like, what? Why? And so, he starts all these people that are just saying all these things, and Saitama's like, what? Remember, manga is this way to this way. So you read here, 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 then here, 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 and here. Okay? So I just give people a reminder. So as the two are kind of talking, there's a meteor heading toward the Earth. And it's, it's pretty cool. Just dedicating 2 pages to it. That's what I like about manga, and I think that's what a lot of people enjoy about manga. So, Genos gets a call. He's being summoned to the Hero Association, and he's like, oh, maybe you're going to get fired. So, here is, they're at the branch of the Z City, and Bang is here. They're the only 2 that took the call, and he's the 3rd hero. When they introduce themselves, at least it's more for our benefits. It always says who they are and where they're. I doubt a real person would say, "Hi, I'm Class S, Rank 3," but I think they do it for our benefit. So, and so The office is empty because everyone has gone because there is a threat dragon. So that'll be explained what these threats are coming. So it's a threat dragon as this meteor is hurling towards City Z. And so no one has been evacuated because they haven't been told. They were going to be told like within 30 minutes so that it wouldn't cause a panic. Good old government. I totally believe that the government would do this. So, and the two of them are going to try to stop it. They're the only two heroes, like I said, that are going to try. So they ring the alarm. 30 minutes till it evacuates, and then they tell people, oh, it's going to be a complete destruction. So I don't know how far you can get away in 30 minutes, but and then he uses his power, which of course it's always got a long name. And so here he turns around and sees that Genesis is gone. So here it comes. Love the use of the satellite getting obliterated. And so 21 minutes left. So some people just start to cry because they're like, well, forget it, we're going to die. And here comes Genesis. And he's going to throw in this prototype. And look at how cool is that. And here he goes. So he gets these really cool gloves here, and suddenly one of the new heroes shows up. And real quick, Bang actually told Genos to evacuate, and that he would be with the because it was impossible to stop the meteor, so he was going to be with his loved ones. I wonder if he uses. He probably does Photoshop to create. I don't believe that they're drawing all this. Still cool. Still got to know how to do it, but. So this is one of the other heroes. Bofoy. I don't know what all this means, so, but kind of like Iron Man. And so he's gonna try to stop the meteor as well. But he's not it. He's actually controlling the robot. So the robot's remote controlled. He's not in there. So sort of like Iron Man, but not quite. Although he has been known to do that. Very cool drawing all around. So you can see here by the hand how this is not inked like American comic books either. So you can still see the ink lines. So he may be working digital, but he's also working on pen and paper, I believe, just based on the inking marks. So let's see here. It's kind of going to be just a lot of fighting going on, or a lot of cool things. But I think before he got destroyed, that robot. So the Metal Knight, I guess. Oh nope, that was just one of his weapons. So I do apologize. I haven't seen these in a while. So kind of going on memory. So, and then these are thinking balloons. And again, you start here, 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 then here, here, here. So looks like the missiles didn't work, and he is, you know, really wanted to help. And so he's thinking of Saitama. What would Saitama do? So off he goes. He really is a very cool uh, character in Genesis. Um, I am almost surprised that they didn't make him the star of the series, but the One Punch Man is just more hilarious. I totally understand. Look at the power that he uses to try and destroy that meteor. So he says he'll die there if he has to, but and you can see the footsteps. So here comes Saitama. The One Punch Man is just awesome. Look at that. And so he's gonna go jump. Bam. Just this is so well drawn. Everything about this book is so fun. So and he destroys the meteor. So Bang's gonna help Genis because he's um, injured, and so the building and a lot of the places are getting hit with the fragments. So he lands again. So from this way to this way. I know Americans are probably going, what? But, if they read it the Western way. So next chapter. So that chapter was actually a lot of pages. So it's been a few days, and they're talking now about the meteor and everything that happened. Genis says, if they would have just asked him for help, meaning Saitama, then maybe there wouldn't have been as much damage as um, as there was. So, um, and Saitama is telling him, that the Metal Knight was only just looking out for himself. So, not to worry about it. And the damage was kept down, and Genesis kind of thinking, so a little bit of his, but the world still kind of blames him, you know. So, and he's now the 5th ranked in C, so he'll be a B pretty soon. And Genis moved 1. So, there's a lot of importance with these rankings for them, for the characters. So, it's mostly because of the threat level. So, so a lot of stuff with the rankings. And so here's those threat levels. So I'll just linger here for a moment here. God is the worst: dragon, demon, tiger, and wolf. So from highest to lowest, wolf is the lowest, and then God is the highest. So after that, he goes for a walk, and then this guy's called the Tank Top Tiger, and doesn't like Saitama, says he's a fraud. Doesn't like the fact that Saitama, who's new, is moving so fast, and that he couldn't believe that someone in C would work with someone from S, and just starts telling everybody and yelling that you know, this is Tank Top Black Hole. I love the names. So, and so the two of them are like, you're a fraud and this and that. So they eventually rally everyone against them. So, and see here how they're yelling and calling for everybody because they're yelling, and now people are showing up. So that's the whole point, is they're trying to discredit him. And, you know, all the people now are yelling at him, and you can see he's annoyed. Um, and inside, he's like, yep, because that's what he wanted to do. And Bang is looking from above. And, he knows that it was Saitama who helped save the town. So, here we go. Now they're gonna go and try to do something about it because they think that um, you'll see here in a moment here. Thought it was coming up, but so they're still gonna try to fight him. Sorry, and then boom, just a punch. And look, it doesn't even put effort into it. Kind of just like uh, it just knocks him into. So the tank top black hole is gonna be like, all right, and he just grabs him with his hand. Oh, look. And he's like, I was lying, I was lying. Um, and look how just matter of fact he looks. So he says that he's the one who destroyed the meteor, and if you gotta complain, let him hear it. And then he's like, it destroyed my house. He's like, shut up, tell it to the meteor, you idiots. And he doesn't want their approval. He does it because he wants to. If you want to hate me, and he's kind of all like whatever. And they're calling him the Baldy. So, so we now get this several days later, and then we get our chapter break. Every time there's the end of a chapter, most of the time he puts in a really cool image, sometimes a little cartoon or some kind. So here comes the next chapter with these creatures coming from the sea. There's Saitama, just finishes it off. But here comes more. Kind of like Atlantis, like a invasion from the sea. So now we got another threat level. So we now get a new hero, Stinger. This is a class S. Oh, class A. Sorry. So and now he's a rank 2, and he's like, oh, soon you'll be in B. So you know they just talk about rankings. Um, so he turns on the TV and sees the new monsters. This guy's already got getting beat up here, but he's killed some of them. But there's a big bad coming in a moment. Such cool poses, just everything about. I'm telling you, you gotta buy this series. It's so cool. I'm just in love. Sorry, I'm just in love with this series, and now this new creature has arrived here. So it's and so this is another page break. This is like a bonus page, you could say. So remember, I told you that there's all these page breaks, and so D-Pad is driving toward J City with his truck with a bunch of other C-listers, and they're trying to outrun um, Genos and Saitama. So that's it. That's it's just a one page little thing. Like I said, it's just a break. So in case you get confused from going from the previous page here to this to now where we're going. So that was a chapter break. So um here we go. So now we have our big bad for this I think it's called the Deep Sea King is his name. So other heroes are out there looking. And he's behind him as he's watching. I don't remember who this hero is. So I think this is Lightning Max. So he's like, "Oh, that hurt," and that's about it. Look how powerful he is. Just bam. Again, from this side to this side, and then this. So gotta read from right to left. It's just amazing. Just the art. I can totally see why manga outsells American comics, even in the United States. It's just, um, I don't know. It's hard to describe, but the style. I mean, there's so much freedom in manga. You can take your time. You don't have to rush. So another hero has shown up, Puri Puri, Puri Puri Prisoner. So in the anime, he's very very funny, and of course we have Sonic. Um, Speed of Sound Sonic. So and so he was doing 10,000 years for getting grabby with men. So all right, so that was the end of the chapter, and now we get our bonus manga. So keep in mind that bonus mangas are just made so that to fill in gaps is essentially what it is, or to give a backstory. So we're in the prison, and here you're showing where Speed of Sound Sonic. I like I said, I'm just gonna call him Sonic. Being brought in. I love the Hannibal Lecter treatment. So so he comes in with some of the inmates looking at him now, and so they're gonna do what prisoners always do: try to show who who's boss. So he's like, "Oh, you bumped into me. Watch where you're." And suddenly, um, it's like he dislocated his shoulder. Hmm. So all these people, like I said, just trying to show him who's boss, but he hurts his hand. So I I can tell, the way he's drawn, sort of Jokerish. You can tell they have a lot of fun. So he beats them up. So the boss is yelling, and of course the boss is gonna be Piri Piri, I believe. Yep. So, hmm. So everyone, of course, is scared of Puri Puri, and he's the boss. So now we go to where Stinger was fighting these monsters. So he's like, "Oh no, they're gonna hurt Stinger." So uh, very flamboyantly, he he's there. He's getting out. Very cool panel, and makes a huge hole. Just breaks out, and they're like, "Should we go? Huh? You know, only the boss can go." And Sonic's like, "Oh my gosh, he's even stronger." And they're like, letting him know that Puri Puri is a class S. So we get another um, filler here. The same thing, Saitama saw this, so ends the bonus. So this is just like a I love this picture. Just like a pinup and another pinup. And we are done. So hope you liked it. So The One Punch Man Volume 4. Great book. Go buy it. It's absolutely wonderful. Like I said, I fell in love with the anime first, and so then I was like, I gotta see this. So great stuff. Thanks for listening.